Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olamide and I'm based in Sunderland. I make videos about food, history, chit chat and lifestyle. So today we'll be making Agoyin sauce, which is used to eat Agoyin beans or boiled yam. As you can see on your screen, it looks like the one we eat back home, but here I do not have access to the dried pepper. I made use of the fresh pepper and it came out really well. So let's start cooking and I'll show you how I've achieved this. So the first thing I'll be doing today is to weigh my pepper. I've realized we don't really weigh things when cooking, but when you're learning a new recipe, it is really important to use the weighing scale so it comes out the way you want. So here that is my fresh pepper, and this is the pepper I'm using. It's called paprika. You can use the bell pepper as well, but I prefer this. Then this is my weighing scale. This is cheap. I got it for about £7, and I'll be weighing this pepper. This sauce here, the whole thing I cooked, serves about 5. So let's get started and use this. It's on 0, and I've just put my peppers on it. It's about 1.3 kg. So when making this with fresh pepper, 1.3 kg of peppers will serve about 5 people, and I'm just adding 2 medium-sized onions there, which is about 1.5 kg now. So to 1.5 kg of pepper, we need about 400 ml of red oil, and this is just optional. This is dried fish, and this is another medium-sized onions. This is a quarter of a cup of crayfish. It's been washed already. It's optional as well. Then this is 2 seasoning cubes and 1 teaspoon of salt. And also I'll be using this crushed chili just to give it that Agoyin sauce look. Now it's time to blend our pepper. I'll be using the mixed. I do not want it very smooth, so we are blending the pepper now and the onions. And when this is done, I need to strain. And this is the straining part now. I just strained the water out. I try to get all the water out because I do not want it to cook for a very long time. It takes a very long time if I don't do this. So I'll be taking a bit of water off and cooking this pepper alone without adding anything. So it's time to cook the pepper. The drained pepper. I just want to get more water out of it to reduce the overall cooking time when I'm making the sauce. So I'll just cover this up and I'll keep checking on it to make sure it doesn't get burnt. So time to check on the pepper. It's almost dried now. I'll be transferring the pepper to a bowl and we'll start making our sauce. So this is the time to pour in our oil. You see this oil here, this palm oil. Oh my god, this palm oil is liquid metal. I ran out of palm oil and I decided to buy this because the particular one I use, I couldn't find it, but it is something I almost regret. This oil is liquid metal. It is in the bosky. It just started bringing out foam and I was like, did I add soap to this thing or what? I almost stopped filming. It was just a nightmare. Just keep watching and you'll see what I went through. So I'm just waiting for the oil to get hot so I can add the sliced onions. Can you see the foam? The foam was just horrendous. I was just thinking, what is this? What kind of oil is this? It tasted good though, but it was just bad. So this is the time to add my onions to it. And I'm just tearing. So what I'm trying to do here is I want the onion to turn a bit brown. I don't know the right term, caramelized or something. Now I'm adding my crayfish, and I'll be stirring both. Then this is the time to add my pepper. I had to switch the cooker off at this point because it was just bringing out foam. Let me know in the comment section if you know the reason for this. Why does some palm oil bring out foam? So I've just added my pepper now, and I'm adding my fish, and I'll be adding all my seasoning at this point. That's my salt. The seasoning cubes, and this is the dry pepper now, the crushed pepper. I just wanted to have, you know, that seedy like look. Normally the pepper I use doesn't really contain much seeds, and the Ewaagoyin and the Agoyin we take back home, it has these seeds on it, so I just used that to improvise. And as you can see, I didn't add scotch bonnet. I didn't because this pepper is very hot. The crushed chilies I've just added, so it depends on what you can take, so be careful when you are adding it through. I have just covered it to allow it to cook, but please keep stirring, keep checking on it from time to time. We do not want it to get burnt, so I kept checking on it. And this sauce, the cooking time is about an hour. It takes almost an hour for it to get cooked, even after pre-boiling my pepper. So just keep checking on it and make sure it doesn't get burnt. Although this looks like a sauce you can use for rice now, but what we need to achieve is that dark colored pepper which is not burnt. That is very important. You do not need to burn this, so all we need to keep doing is stirring and stirring until it changes to that color. So as you can see now, look at the color now. The color is changed, but the pepper is not burnt, so you need to be there to keep stirring. And just look at that oil. Look at that oil. Oh my god. And this is what we need to achieve. You can see the color now, and because we've added a lot of onion, it will give you that Agoyin sauce aroma, the Agoyin sauce taste and everything. If you serve this to a guest and you don't tell them you didn't use the dried pepper, no one would ever know that you used fresh pepper. And look at it, it is ready now, and I've turned the cooker off. So the next thing to prepare now is our beans, because the last video I made, some people complained I made the oats without the akara. So today I've decided to make the beans with the sauce. Before we start cooking, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to my channel, help your girls ministry, please click on the subscribe button and press the notification bell to be notified for when next I post a new video. And also share my videos with your friends and your family. So let's start making the beans now. The first thing is to bring some water to a boil. And I have my already picked beans here, so I'll be washing it. I wash my beans for up to 2 or 3 times, but I'll show you what I do to my beans, because I believe this food comes all the way from Africa, and you know it takes a lot of things to get it down to us, from the planting to the drying to the packing and everything. So I parboil my beans just like rice as well. I try to parboil it. So what I do is to boil the beans in water for about 10 minutes. and I throw the water away and rinse it with another cold water before I start cooking properly. So I'm just running cold water on it just to rinse it. And now I'm just pouring water over the beans. Make sure your water covers the beans. I have just added the onion and I'm stirring. I'll be covering this to cook, and I'll keep checking on it to make sure the water doesn't get dry. And if you own a pressure cooker, it may be easier to cook this in a pressure cooker, but I do not have one, so that's why I'm making this on the gas cooker. It's been cooking for about 40 minutes now, and the beans is getting soft, but it is not as soft as we want it to be. I do not want to force it to be mashed. I really want it to get mashed immediately I put my turning stick into it. So we need to cook for more minutes. So I'll be covering it and allow it to cook, and I'll come back to have a look at it. I'm back now, and this has been cooking for over an hour. I'll just put my spoon into it and see what it looks like. Although it is soft, but it is not what I want yet. So at this point, I'm going to be adding more water, and I'm going to be adding my salt now. I do not add salt at the beginning of my cooking when I'm making beans. I add it later. So I'll be adding that here. I'm just going to cover this now and let it cook. When next I come back, this should be ready to be mashed. I'm back now, and even looking at it, I could see it is already soft. It is very, very soft now, and I can mash it now. Mashing it when it's ready doesn't require any strength because it is already soft. I'm just aiding the process. I just want it to become really, really sticky together. I'll do this for a few minutes and cover it and cook it on low heat for a few more minutes before I finally put it off the gas. I'm just going to cover it to allow it simmer for a few minutes before I turn off the cooker. Yeah, I'm back to check on it, and I'll be putting my spoon in just to make sure I love the way it looks now. As you can see, our Ewaagoyin is ready. Do not forget to like my videos, share my videos with your friends and your families, and subscribe to my channel. Look at that. It is so easy to make. So I'm going to be turning the cooker off now. And here we are, serving time. That is the beans. and the sauce. Let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying this out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.